Hello everyone and welcome to a slightly different video. It's not racing action as you expected, but don't worry, that's returning tomorrow with another ESL Go 4 race, well, the race highlights. However, it is the wheel settings video, and I did promise this a while ago, just straight after the review, but it didn't happen. I'm not sure why, but I sort of forgot about it straight away. But here it is. So we're looking at the wheel settings for the PS4 only. Now, using these on PC, the wheel may feel completely different. I've used my T300 settings that are there for the PS4 on the PC. The wheel felt really bad, so I had to find different settings for the PC. So with the wheel settings, the top section here that I've highlighted, that is basically default settings. So when you calibrate your wheel and you go through all that stuff, that's what's been selected. I have no idea what the issue is there with those settings, but that's what they are. Some people change them, some people don't. Further down, that's all remained default as well. The key one here is force feedback. Always keep that at 100. And I'm not sure what all the rest of it does. Controller input mode is 3. I don't know what the other two do. It's always on that, so I keep it at that. But let's get to the important section. So it's this section here. This is really key to what will change your wheel. Now, my aim with any of these settings is just to have a setup which will work amongst all the cars, where you don't change force feedback in cars, because I find it a bit crazy, to be honest. So the G29 settings, these are the ones I used on the PS4, as I've mentioned, and well, in both of these wheel settings I've got them from people who have already built these settings, and I've just adjusted them slightly where I've needed to. So let's start off with the G29. So you can see tyre 475 per wheel movement minus 0.02 per wheel movement squared, 101. Don't know what they do. That's the setting that is in that description. We've got wheel position smoothing 0.02, dead zone removal range 0.2. Now that is a difference. So if you've got more of a dead zone on your G29, you may want to increase that. That's an increase from the settings I got. Dead zone removal fall off 0.008. Now if you're struggling with that one, you might have to count numbers across, because it's only got 2 decimal places when in fact there's 3. So do keep an eye out on that. You just count, so it's still in tens, so don't worry. Linkage scale, all 0. All the linkage stuff is 0. Relative adjustment gain, 143. Bleed, 0.1. Clamp, 0.85. Again, I'm not really sure what they do. Scoop knee, 0.5. Scoop reduction, 0.49. And then soft clipping, 0s. Again, not sure. And then menu spring strength, 0.14. Low spring coefficient 0.2, saturation 0.2, and one of the key ones here, steering gain 1.04. No, it says 104, but it's 1.04. Now, the key ones here are tyre force, your dead zone removal range, and your steering gain. So if you are struggling, so I use these, as I say, in the description, there's a link, go to it, you can see the settings that are set by the individuals who have worked all this out. I've changed tyre force, dead removal range, and steering gain where I needed to on any of these wheels, because they have the biggest impact. So you increase steering gain, you get heavier wheel. Dead zone removal range, if you've got a lot of dead zone, that will remove it. And tyre force sort of increases everything at the same percentage rate. It's something like that, but yeah. So tyre force is also key. You never really want it to go higher than 80, I believe, but don't quote me on that. So the T300, now I tried this on PC, as I said earlier, didn't feel the same, but these PS4 settings do feel good. Now I've had 2 T300s, and this is using the same set. Now on my first one, this was really light. On my second one, the wheel motor is that good, it's heavy, and as you'll notice at the bottom with steering gain, I've actually reduced that compared to the setup that's already exists. Now do check out the link for the T300 especially, because there's 5 sets of wheel options in there, and the higher the sets, the stronger the wheel is, so do make sure you check that out. But this is the ones I'm using. So tyre 475 per wheel 0, wheel position smoothing 0.04, dead zone removal range 0.11, slightly less than the G29, removal fall off 0.01, linkage 0.11, gain bleeding clamp 150, 0.1, 0.85. I don't know what these do, so I'm just saying them. You might be doing this as you do the wheel, so you can just whiz through these. Scoop knee 0.77, scoop reduction 0.15, and then the soft clippings of 0. Spring strength 0.5, coefficient 0.55, saturation 0.75, and steering gain 0.7. So once again, it's these 3 settings here, which are your key. So tire force, removal range, and steering gain. And I lowered steering gain. I lowered it too much initially, and that's like causing problems. So I assume the other settings do need to work with this. However, 0.7 seemed to work. But make sure you just try these out, and as I say, check out the descriptions. The guys who make these are really good. They test these for hours. But that's it from me, and I hope you enjoyed this bit of a different video. There are my settings. I'll sort out my PC ones once I'm definitely happy with them, although I think I am happy with them already. But that's it for now. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.